to My Soul Freedom Tarot. I wanted to bring this beautiful message to you, especially to the divine feminine. I've really resonated with a lot of females talking about clearing out our sacral womb, our emotional waters, and to really find the higher cosmos, the higher self, and understanding the masculine and feminine side and creating that, because we create life. And creating life is such a joy, and it is incredible. With that, we come from our mother's womb. And when we are coming from our mother's womb, we're also coming from these generational beliefs deep in the cells of the mother's womb. So we come to life and we are carrying the past traumas, and we're also carrying our own traumas. And we don't really know this because we're growing up, we're living, and then we come to this place in life where we're just like, we need to clear these generational cells that are deep within our bodies. And we also have to clear our own traumas because we're in this competitive, recycled lifestyle that we understand that is not working for us because we're holding so tight to something that is not ours. And knowing that is the bounty and the fruitfulness of creating the life that you do want. And what I've learned through another wonderful tarot reader, which I will tag down below, is she kept saying, keep your legs closed, meaning you're manifesting your sacral energy is where you create it. And when you are giving it to the wrong person, you are feeding the beast, basically. So when you are together with a masculine and you haven't healed your emotional traumas, your generational traumas, you're going to keep manifesting the wrong stuff, the things that really don't cultivate who you are. And if you're with a partner who is not the right partner for you and you're still opening up to that person, you are giving that other person your own abundance. And that is what a divine feminine is we have this beautiful, wonderful, creative source. And when somebody is entering you and stealing that, you feel depleted. You feel like this isn't what I want because you're giving it away, and that other person is taking it away from you. And keeping your legs closed and keeping your alignments in alignment, the amount of abundance that can come from that is absolutely powerful. And it's channeling that and really understanding, okay, how do I work on these emotions? Again, there are so many tools and so many mechanisms out there that can really help you move through that. I will share what I have done. I think that is the most important thing, is sharing with people who might be going through something like this or not. Just understanding that the divine feminine has something much different than somebody who just is giving it out for free or doing things that she's luring the masculine in, but deep down in her core, she's doing it for all the wrong reasons. Or she's healed and she doesn't care and she just wants to have sex. It doesn't matter. Because she has clarity, she knows who she is. But when you know who you are and you're with the right person, that is where trueness and enlightenment and the continuation of healing happens. That's what I wanted to share with you today. And I really wanted to also bring in the tarot for anybody out there that is going through maybe something like this, where they're in a relationship and that relationship isn't working for them and you don't understand why. You're just looking for clarity. And again, I believe we're also looking for the truth, because once you know thyself, thyself doesn't stand for the lies, the deceit, the betrayal, the masking. And I wanted to bring that to you guys, who's ever suffering in this space of that energy. So let's pull 3 cards for the divine, my divine feminines out there who are wanting to self-express, who have kind hearts and who've always wanted good. And they just have really emotional waters right now. And emotional waters just mean that you haven't worked on your traumas, the hurt, the pain, the sorrow, and the deep wounds from your mother. Okay, so let's pull some cards. We have the King of Swords. Oh my gosh, the Knight of Swords. It's a lot of air energy. And the Eight of Wands. There is a lot of swords, and I see that. The King of Swords is like the cocoon state. This could be the past energy where you are in discernment, where you're closing up to understand why we keep repeating the same cycles over and over again. So he is in this space of acknowledgement and really like giving that time and energy to you, not to the other person. This is again air energy, and it's coming in quick. So whatever's coming in quick for the divine is going to be I just keep hearing discernment. Like there's a lot of knowledge and not a lot of knowing of what she wants and what she doesn't want. This is where the next chapter of life is coming. And isn't that interesting? It's a horse. Horse energy is coming in February 15th. We are still shedding. We are still in the snake. This is where everything just sucks right now. A lot of us are seeing the mask being lifted, and that mask needs to be lifted to really see who and what we want out of life. Because we have the Eight of Wands. This is a fiery energy and it's fast moving. So whatever's going on with the divine, it's happening, and it's happening fast for us. We are the gods. We create life. We create everything within our womb. And we as women need to know that, because that's really incredibly special. And you are the ones, the divine. So whatever's coming in, it's going to be fast. Whether that's moving out of a relationship, whether that a relationship is coming in for you, whatever it is, it's supposed to happen. And it's going to happen whether you like it or not. Okay, why the King of Swords? Why do we have such discernment? And we're just finding our cocoons. We are in the cocoon state. Wow, these are fast moving cards. We have the Chariot. We have the Two of Pentacles. And the Two of Swords. Okay. The Chariot is the fastest card in the deck. So maybe this cocoon state, yes, is going to be fast. there is a lot of fast energy going around right now, where we're in this place of like, we want to get through it. We know the light at the end of the tunnel. We see it. There's a glimpse of it and we want it. So the fastest card in the deck is telling us that it's here. And we maybe still are in that cocoon state of like understanding how much resilience we have. Two of Pentacles is that wishy-washy person. And I kind of feel like that's the masculine, because I know for sure men are just in this place of the dopamine. The dopamine. Do I want the dopamine or do I want real love? Dopamine, real love. Dopamine, real love. And honestly, they don't know. I don't know. That's why there's this Two of Pentacles. And then you have the Two of Swords. This is the divine energy. This is where we are deciding which direction to take. Just like the men are. They're deciding on which direction to take. We are in higher consciousness. And that's why she's a little blindfolded, but she has her swords up. She doesn't want to take any more shit from this this icky, disrespectful place. Okay, let's look at the Knight of Swords. Really fast moving. Yeah, Ten of Wands. This is like the present energy. Page of Cups. True, someone's coming in with a gift. And the Page of Swords. Nice, 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 nice. This is good because the Ten of Wands is, look at all that heavy lifting. How much more of this are we going to take? Really, how much more are we going to take of this? Because the Page of Cups is abundance. And this is where I feel around Pisces, around that time frame, March, around that March time, where we're just going to be like, I'm done. But something's coming in that's fulfilling. It's a cup of pure water, not this emotional water. Because then you have the the Page of Swords. And a Page of Swords, again, is air energy. And that is, you're ready. You're ready for the change. He has these birds, a flock of birds over his head. And he's not anything but like, let's go. So whatever's coming in for you is only going to be good because you've gone through all of the work. All right, let's talk about the Eight of Wands. That's fast moving. Oh, that's fiery energy for sure. Four of Swords. Makes sense. The Eight of Swords. Wow, so many swords. And the Three of Wands. So, Four of Swords, after this fast moving, we still have to stay still. If you can do that, this is going to be amazing. Again, air energy, but there's time for healing because we need it. We need the healing. But I think the healing journey is the power that you'll have because you know thyself, because you went into this rest and restitution. The Eight of Swords is, again, more air energy. This is like, I am not going to be imprisoned anymore. I'm not going to be blindfolded. My arms are not going to be completely behind my back, because all the swords are behind her and a couple in front of her. But there's a big old mountain in the back. She doesn't want to be in these murky waters. This is where we know where the dankiest places you can go. But this is where the sun comes in, where we meet our purity of life. These are the Three of Wands, grounded, rooted. We're seeing the water come being golden, and then the ships are coming in. So after all the hard work, after all the crying, all the epiphanies that you are now in this place of I'm enlightened. I am in that pure guidance. No one's going to take me off my mountain here, and if they do, I know where they're going to take me, and that is down. So we are in that place of, we don't know where we're going to entirely end up. I mean, we all know where we're going to end up, but like whatever the path is going to take you, it's going to take you on a path of knowing who you are really deeply. So the overall energy for this reading from my divine, which looks really good. 5 of Cups. So this is where we see, we're looking at our emotions. See how he's looking at these emotions? These cups are filled or toppled over. And then there's 2 cups here that are upright. And he's in this long cloak. Sometimes that reminds me of the Hermit card, where he is quiet, he's understanding, he's still a little bit like, what am I doing? Where am I going? But he certainly can't keep looking at the failures. The failures are only going to keep you stuck. These 2 of Cups are the way to be ready to walk the path of fulfillment, because there's a bridge, and then there's this newfound home, this newfound nourishment. And I think this is the perfect card for the divine right now, because we are in this place of, what happened? What happened to our men? What was the disconnect? There's so many. And I could go on and on and on and on. And maybe one day I'll do a video of that. But I see it. I've seen it for a really long time. And I kept my head in the sand, and I kept looking at the emotions of, why isn't it working for me? Why is it so hard to be in this relationship when I know I'm filled with the absolute purity of love? Maybe it was the lack, the betrayal of getting breadcrumbs. I hate using that expression, but it really truly is the betrayal of thyself, where you gave it your all and the all wasn't noticed because of whatever was going on in the relationship, work life, whatever it is. You didn't see your true value until the rug was like taken out from under you. And I think that's where we're at right now, is that space. Which, let's do a work like oracle, because these are just such beautiful cards and just giving you some type of enlightenment, some type of like all this heaviness. What can we like align with? And that is definitely our sacral, all of our chakras, our heart chakra, our throat chakra, our intuition, our second intuition, and building the trust within ourselves. Okay. Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you, which is definitely true. I always sense that my ancestors are outside, like watching me. I know that they've come in and visited me, and we've talked, and this goes back, this ancestral wound that wasn't yours to take on. You just came into life through knowledge of what past traumas were done to our mothers and our fathers. One more card. It's birthing, oh my gosh, birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. And that is perfect for this reading, because I know that we're all in this. It's like a bomb needs to go off, and birthing this enlightenment, this knowing. And things need to fall and crumble for us to actually see what has been there all along. And that is our being and what we want. And as mothers, as women of not even, having children, everything is in creation of our womb. And if we know that, we can create so much, and it's wonderful. And I just wanted to send out this message, and I really feel this strongly, and I hope you guys can get some solace from this. Maybe not solace, but like solitude or confirmation. And if it didn't, this was just a general reading. If you know someone that could use help, please pass it along to them. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care of yourself.